2018 has been a fantastic year for television, but the fun doesn't stop there with a bunch of new TV shows on the horizon in 2019. We've rattled through the best new TV shows still on the way over the coming weeks and months to bring you our 5 must-watch TV shows in 2019. First up is Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Burnham is back and she's got a handful of new crew members. Joining the Discovery cast is Captain Pike before he becomes an admiral and mentor to Kirk, and Spock, who is Burnham's half-sister. And the hot news is that Jason Isaacs, who played Lorca in the first season but dies, has said he's been in talks about an appearance too. Interesting. As you'd expect after the Season 1 finale, the USS Enterprise will play a big role in Season 2 along with the shadowy Section 31, which deals with the covert protection of the Federation. All that means is this will be one of the hottest TV shows at the start of 2019 when it airs on CBS in the US and Netflix in the UK from January 17th. Game of Thrones Season 8. It's the TV event of 2019 and maybe even the decade, and HBO has confirmed that we'll start watching it in April. There are 6 episodes in total, with most expected to be between an hour long and feature length, which is good because there is a lot of plot threads to tie up. The main battle between the White Walkers and the Living will dominate this last season, and it's been spiced up by the fact that the Night King has bagged himself a bloody dragon. The big questions right now are what will become of Jon Snow and Daenerys, will Cersei raise her army and take Westeros from King's Landing upwards, is Tormund still alive, and will the Hound ever get a crack at the Mountain? It's going to be epic, and there will be tears. Plus, Game of Thrones, the biggest show on TV, will unfortunately come to an end.
On Halloween night, Will saw a sort of shadow. Maybe all of this is happening for a reason.
Stranger Things Season 3. The gang is back for another dimension-hopping adventure in 2019 with all of the regulars back in action. In addition to the original 4, 11 will return, and it's hotly rumoured that her lost sister, Kali, aka 8, will also be back to resolve her storyline. But given that this was one of the weakest parts of Stranger Things Season 2, that may not be a good thing. There's still no word on what might come out of the Upside Down, nor how the secret government agencies will attempt to exploit it. But thanks to a recent update from the official Twitter account, we now know what Season 3's opening credits look like. Basically identical to last season's. The Mandalorian Season 1. It's so secret there's not even a trailer for it yet, so you have to make do with footage from The Last Jedi here, but Star Wars The Mandalorian is the first of Disney's exclusive shows coming to the studio's new streaming service, Disney+, which is launching in 2019. Obviously, it's set in the Star Wars universe, but it'll focus on a brand new hero inspired by the stories of Boba and Jango Fett. Sounds like a bounty hunter to me. Pedro Pascal, who played Prince Oberyn in Game of Thrones Season 4, has been confirmed to star, we assume as the main character, and there have been several director announcements, including Taika from Thor Ragnarok. The plot will take place 3 years after Return of the Jedi and will be set in the outer reaches of the galaxy, which will act as the Wild West of the Star Wars universe. And my favourite, finally, The Witcher Season 1. Another series with only a tiny amount of footage so far is The Witcher. This will be based on Andrzej Sapkowski's original novels rather than the video game series. Nevertheless, it sounds like it will translate all of the key elements that have made the series so beloved in all of its forms. And yes, we're hoping that includes the gritty, shit-encrusted, all too relatable fantasy world that eschews idolised heroes and unicorns. Except in one not safe for work case.